The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. The one, the only Key in the building, my guy.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing today, brother?
Chilling.
We're both fresh off this Tony Shhnow.
Tony Shhnow. I ain't fresh off. I'm a pure Tony fan.
No. Fresh off like the party last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the Tony wave though, so
You've been on the Tony
shout
wave.
out to Tony Shhnow.
How far do you and Tony go back?
Tony probably know me longer than I know him. Because he's younger than me, but we come from the same area, so and we share the same group of friends. So, but I support it. He's a fresh new breath of air. But I've been waiting on an artist I can have fun listening to.
Why do you feel like? He's a? You said he's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like he's a breath of fresh air in your own words?
A lot of shit is just repetitive right now. So it's cool to hear something new and like. I kind of put him in the category like of currencies and shit like that. You don't really find too many artists coming out like that right now.
I like that. I'm sure he'd appreciate you comparing him to Currency. Because I feel like, I mean, the album isn't out when we're recording this, but his new project I'm really excited to listen to.
Yeah, me too.
Because when he was here earlier this week.
His covers are fucking crazy.
You said his what?
His album covers.
Oh, yeah, he be killing them. He said he always has like, what did he say when he was here? He said he always tries to keep like a purple. Right, Cal? It was purple? Tony was like, he keeps purple in his album covers? Yeah. Try to have purple on all his album covers. But I'm excited because like even with this project that we're talking about that he's dropping, it's like he said that it's like more of like a I don't want to say love project, but it kind of has like those themes. Of,
Is it the one with the girl and the heartbreak shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That cover's insane.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
Yeah.
That shit is hard. But I'm happy to have you here, man.
Thank you.
You killed it. He let you perform last night too. That was hard.
I did something small. I just did something slight. I haven't been on the scene in a minute, so I'm excited. He's on my first single. I'm doing an album with DJ Mark B with 21 Savage. This DJ, he's a producer, dope ass producer. We did a whole full length project.
That's tough. So we're getting that this year, 1,000%.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna say in August.
Okay.
But throughout the whole summer, I'm just planning on dropping singles.
Right.
From the album, though. I love it. I think it's my best work, my best body of work.
Right. You said you haven't been on the scene, right? And then you also had said at the beginning of the interview, you said that like a lot of things haven't been like exciting or fun to listen to, right? Correct. So for you then kind of getting back into the space of making music, right? Like how do you approach that now? Because like obviously like you said, like a lot of the sounds that are out right now have kind of been like diluted.
I mean, if you're a Key fan, and I ain't never did nothing but what I do, so I'm gonna always continue to do that. I never even base music off of what I hear or what everybody else is going on, because if I'm gonna refer back to anything, it's to a past music, not the forward.
But do you feel like, not discouraged, I won't say discouraged, but it's just kind of like the landscape of music is weird right now, so did that make you want to drop more, or does it make you kind of want to take like hold
the landscape of music? It may be something, but Key's career is a totally different thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the music industry, for one. My people who handle my music are in the music industry. So,
right.
But I feel like I'm very separated from anything when I think it's my art. So I can't compare it to that. But I'm not, and I'm also not a young buck running around. I don't even really know what's going on. I fuck with Tisa Korean heavy, and I love artists that produce and rap on their own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of noticed that. I noticed those type of people. Though. People are like me, not just a rapper.
Right. Tisa Korean is a great example, by the way, because he's really been doing it for years now, especially during the pandemic, because he had a few viral hits on TikTok. But the one thing I liked about him is that how he always like really stayed naturally just himself the whole time. Like even after the TikTok success, he was just like, all right, cool, fuck that shit. I'm gonna still do what I want to do at the end of the day.
Right. I appreciate him so much. I appreciate a lot of the newer artists, but I don't feel like, if anything, I'm still all open ears for anybody younger to come reach out to me and who needs help, but because I pioneer my own way still till I die. Right.
Your team had told me that this project for you is being kind of like, it's like a resurrection is how they described it. Do you feel that? Is that kind of like the idea behind this
it's
new
like
project?
a Titty Boy resurrection. Titty Boy 2 Chainz resurrection, like from a youthful standpoint to a more like I'm an adult now standpoint. the sound is very Atlanta, like, you know, like motivation 101 type Jeezy sounds, and kind of goes back into like other like D4L sounds or like a young LA sound. Like I wanted to stay true to Atlanta, so I felt like me growing up, I listened to a lot of my older music, and I'm like, what the fuck was I even talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go back and make sure that I try to clean that up. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what did you want to clean up?
It's just like, you know, when you 21, 22, you ain't talking about nothing but drinking and getting fucked up, and
Yeah.
you ain't really got no message like to leave here. And I ain't want to leave. I want to leave a message, the ultimate message. So this is the start of the message, basically.
And how do you want to start that message? Like, what are you reflecting on in this project? What's the beginning of that message?
The beginning of the message is how do you define success, and what are you gonna do with it? Like, are you just gonna be okay by just getting a record deal and being a rapper and doing shows, or do you really want to have an imprint on the earth and have done something that mattered or said something that mattered? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it right now.
When did you kind of first start having that realization or reflection on like the old music?
I went to Rehab recently, and I
Okay.
got a chance to sit down with myself, and I also got a chance to listen to my music, and it just wasn't no substance. Like it was a feeling, and the feelings will always be there, but I also want somebody to get something to take away from something from the words. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're doing better. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're here with us.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm here too.
You know, I think of like, I like giving people their flowers, and as you've been in the game, and as I feel like there have been plenty of Atlanta artists who've come on this show and have said your name as like an influence or had an impact.
I
on
appreciate everybody who does that too.
Right, or in life in some way. And I one of the ones, well, he's not from Atlanta, but like one of the ones I saw you post was Post. Post called you the most beautiful man in the world.
That's my man.
But I love seeing like that genuine love for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me and Post, see, like I said, was in my earlier time, I was in the music industry, and in the music industry, that was a close friend I met. But you know, we fed off each other. So I appreciate Post Malone. He's an amazing fucking artist, uncomparable. I appreciate everybody, but I'm also excited about my fucking music because I don't think nobody's ever heard nothing like what I'm about to do.
I'm excited for that because I think it's funny because I feel like this week I've had a bunch of artists who have sat on this couch and said the same thing that you're saying, but obviously about their own different music that they're putting out. Where it's like, you know, I think I had like Shorty here, and I'm trying to think who else, but everybody's, even Tony, like everybody's been here this week talking about like, look, like what I've made before, I respect it, I appreciate it, but now I want to.
As an artist, you should want to grow.
Of course.
Like I ain't one of them. I ain't one of them. If it's working, don't fuck with it. I'm trying to add to it anyway. But but when I say me, if you gonna tell me that people came on this couch and told you my name, it's because I created something new from the get go. I'm gonna continue to push the limits on shit.
Right.
So that's where I'm at right now. But I do. It's like because I got 3 projects planned already to drop.
Oh, I heard you had 2 projects this year.
I got 3. I got my dream album in the works that I'm about to go do right now.
Hard.
My dream album is with Dr. Genius, which I'm about to go sit down with him for a little while and work on.
Congrats.
Thank you. That's my dream album. That's since I was 18 years old, listening to a Kid Cudi album. That's like, I'm like, how the fuck do I get there? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you haven't started working on that with Doc.
Yeah,
right?
I have.
Oh, you have started.
It's
okay.
amazing.
How far in are you? That's like the big surprise album, right?
It's not really a surprise. I wasn't trying to make it a surprise because I don't. You know, I don't feel like a lot of people where I'm from know who Dr. Genius is. You know, people who are musically inclined may know, but like people in the streets might not know who he is. So I thought it was gonna be a great introduction to it.
I like that. So how did you and Dot first connect?
I don't even really know. I feel like I was with Flacco or something, and I think Kid Cudi, I don't know where he came from. I guess he had took a hiatus or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
So he had came back, and then the first video that he did was like, what's Will Smith kid's name?
Jaden.
Yeah, it was all of them at the video shoot, and I was there with Rocky and them, and I met all of them right there. And I had already knew Chip the Ripper from doing shows back in the day with him. So it was kind of like I got to meet them all right then and there, but he had already heard my music. I was shocked by that, because I'm like, I've been trying to get y'all niggas to hear my music since I was a kid.
And then now it's like you got a whole project coming with him.
Yeah, I can't wait. And then the second album that I did, because I still need the third, and the second one I'm doing it is like a strictly like sonic, like like super sonic, like I want to say like a Freaknik era music, but it started off like that, but it sounds totally different now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I want to say I'm most excited about that because I haven't finished the third one yet. But the first one is so fucking amazing. But I've been listening to it for a year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but I want to go back to the second one, right? Because you said it was Freaknik inspired at first.
Yeah.
Why? Obviously being from Atlanta, but like why?
I'm born and raised from Atlanta. Like Atlanta can be talked about a lot, but I don't really think that people understand the culture of Atlanta. Like you could go there and enjoy it. You can enjoy the culture, but knowing how we got to that point is something that I love and I cherish that time so much. Like me and my family cherish it. Like I cherish it. Like I remember it. I was there in the mix of it, so I had to pay homage to that time.
That's really what it was. It's more like a homage that you wanted to.
Yeah. And my favorite artist, I get my name from my favorite artist, which is Kilo Ali. So I kind of like, I embodied that.
Right.
I love it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right. Did you see the Freaknik documentary that came out?
No, I ain't seen my documentary. I was there.
Oh,
my dad used to make the T-shirts and all that shit. He used to airbrush T-shirts.
For real?
I ain't gonna hold you. I got clipped in my leg before. I was a kid.
For real?
I don't talk about it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Cause I know like with the documentary coming out, like there was like a lot of like people were like, this can never work in 2020.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't there. It's a park off Flash Hills Park on the south side.
Okay.
And it was like, I don't know, you ever seen like a Murder Beast DVD?
Yeah.
And they'd be like bitches shaking their ass on the motorcycle and shit. I'm like 12 years old and I walk up, I don't know why we got into this. This freaked me out. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
It freaks you out.
They had a whole fellatio contest on the stage as kids out here.
Now imagine they try to do that in 2023 in like the internet era.
I don't know, but that shit turned niggas into monsters, and I love that era.
I think one of the, I don't know if it was in the documentary, but it hit my Twitter feed. It was like a video of Kanye like just filming a girl. Like
that's what it looked like. That's exactly what the competition looked like.
Oh, just like that?
Yes.
You know which video I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you see how they was lined up sitting with each other?
Yeah.
They was arguing top of the, this is in real life. Like there's a cookout right here, and then you turn right here, and you like, and then Monica's playing.
And how old were you at this point?
I was like 8, 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. It's like some real PTSD shit too.
Yeah, I loved it.
I know, like you love, but that's why I think it'll be like you doing.
But that's an era like I come from we love the strip club or we love BBLs, but that shit was regular at first. Like that Freaknik, that's the era that I come from.
And that's what you wanted to embody on that second project.
I've embodied that probably in real life.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's probably somewhere in the middle. It's not
it's good and bad.
But that second project is gonna be more like Atlanta, like that era.
Everything's Atlanta with me. Even.
Well, I mean, obviously you wear it on. You know.
If I could, but like but yeah, I do tend to steer towards that side of production, like what's nostalgic to Atlanta. But that's what these first two projects is. But me and Dot's project is probably like nothing compared to those.
Something completely out of the blue.
Yeah.
You know, we're actually going to Atlanta next week. On the Radar is doing one of our tour stops. We're doing the freestyles in different cities. So we're doing Atlanta for 2 weeks, right?
Oh, that's hard.
What should we do? What should we be doing in Atlanta?
What should you do?
Yeah. What would you recommend?
What I recommend?
Calvin really just wants to go
Y'all are adults.
to Magic City. Yeah, of course.
I would eat first.
Okay.
I would eat. I would drink. I wouldn't even drink till nighttime. That's how you fuck up. Because you don't want to get all tired and you want to be wild at night.
Right.
Like, you don't want to be able to get finessed at night.
Right. Day drinking's really a scam.
Yeah, that shit is poop. Drinking is a scam. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. But you going to eat. I can give you a few restaurants. You going to like Port Calvin's, Fishmonger. Mm-hmm. Then you're going to hit a day shift early. Mm-hmm. Where I go to the strip club while it's free. That's where you're going to meet your wife at.
That's what I'd be doing in Houston.
You feel me? At night, yeah, it's whatever. But at 7 o'clock.
He said, the 7 o'clock, that's where you're going to meet the wife.
Go to Blaze.
Blaze? Calvin, go ahead. Write that down. Look, what do you think about?
I'm looking all about Club Blaze. I'm telling you. Shout out to Club Blaze, man. It's in the hood too.
Right. Yeah, because we were doing all the freestyles out there, but I was like, what are we gonna do in our free time? What are we gonna do when we're not
have
recording?
fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's my first time in Atlanta too.
And you can go to gun ranges for like $20. Go on Groupon.
Yep.
They like $20. Give you a whole fucking fully loaded, fully automatic AK for $20. Yeah.
Atlanta don't sound like a real place.
It's not. It's like Grand Theft Auto. But I love Atlanta. I feel like a lot of people like come there to become something, and I just appreciate the fact that I'm from that bitch. You know?
Yeah. So so we got the 3 projects on the way. What else you got cooking up now? Besides
My 5-year plan is in effect.
Oh, what's a 5-year plan?
I want to, you know, instead of just mentoring niggas, I actually want to put myself in the music industry and work alongside with record labels and doing A&R and things, and until I can, you know, work my way up to be an executive.
So you do want to kind of put both your feet back in that water?
Yeah, I do want to put my feet. I just was young and I wanted to be selfish and worry about myself at the time. I didn't want to be trying to take niggas to where I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now I don't care.
Now it's like, all right.
Now I've done everything I needed to do. Not that I don't care. Now I'm over wanting to help you.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start from the bottom. I don't really just want to skip steps and not know what I'm doing and end up doing niggas dirty. Because I feel like it's what people are doing.
Right, I was about to say, like, you want to do it the right way.
Right. People, I feel like they have these good intentions on artists, and then in the midst of it, they're like, oh, fuck it. And they just take all their money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, it's just like there's a lot of, there's not enough information sharing sometimes or
right,
teaching.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to go back and learn it too, like as if I was going back to school.
Right. Because I feel like the music industry is a lot of times it's just like, we just going to throw you in the water and see if you can swim.
Yeah, but I'm trying to go see what they talking about because something going on over there. Niggas making a lot of money.
Right. Are there like any like artists that you already have your eyes on that you want to kind of?
I got a gang of them, but if I told you that, I wouldn't be able to get my job. But I'll tell you a few.
Okay. I ain't gonna take your job. Don't worry.
Bear One Boss.
Bear One Boss. Okay.
For sure. Tony Shhnow. Y'all ain't gotta say that. Bear One Boss. What's shorty name from DC? No, not Tia Corinne.
Yeah, Tia.
Nah. The crazy one. She crazy.
From DC?
She crazy. No. See, this is why I'm gonna be in A&R, because y'all don't know about this
Pinky?
girl. She hard, fool.
Tisha, no, I know. Yeah, Kilo Tisha's hard. Yeah, her shit is
She be having like braids and like pink shit in her ears. She's like a punk.
That's not Kilo?
No, the punk rock bitch. She be bald and shit. You know what I'm talking about? She be real aggressive.
Bald? Stop gatekeeping. Tell who it is.
I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all can post her name right here.
Right here. Her name's gonna be right there.
All right.
But I like I like that you're in that space, because I think that's just like also part of the natural.
I can't wait to watch it grow. I was just thinking about that. Like when I'm 40, what is niggas gonna be doing? Niggas gonna be farting on the songs, and I want to help make sure that's not happening.
I don't think you're gonna be farting on the song.
No, I'm saying the young niggas is kids. We're trying to steer away from that. Trying to, like you said, people are gatekeeping information from each other. Yeah. And I think that people should be passing it down so people can fully explore themselves being an artist. Right. But I feel like niggas just thinking it's making a song and not even really making a song, just like punching in and then going to perform.
Right.
And performing is just jumping up on one leg. I'm like, nigga, you could have been your own person. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted people to explore them options.
Right. It's like you also want to teach them song structure.
Yeah,
like,
for
that's
sure.
part of like the.
I can write that shit down. Like, yeah. So I want to pass my knowledge. That's my 5-year goal. My 5-year plan. I never had one of them before.
I like that. I like this evolved version of Key. Man. That shit
sure.
hard. It's a lot. It's a very different version from like the older interviews that I had watched.
Yeah, my interviews suck. I don't even go back and look at them.
I was watching the actually it was like a couple weeks ago.
I was geeked up. I was out of my mind. I didn't want to be here.
I was watching the No Jumper one a couple weeks ago, I think.
I don't even remember that.
For real? You don't you don't remember it?
I don't even know I can't tell you what I was wearing. I don't remember.
It was like a white tee.
I don't even know who was interviewing me.
It was Adam. Oh no, it wasn't white tee. You had like this lightning tee.
Oh, I remember that. I was very drunk on there. I remember that. It was me and Reese, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Reese LaFleur.
Yeah, shout out Reese, man. But yeah,
what's that girl's name? It's like on the tip of my tongue too. All right, back to
yeah. So you don't even like watching your old interviews?
Nah, I was watching another interview I did with what's that show that they used to have in LA in the warehouses? Y'all remember? It was like me and Nah. Ham on Everything.
Okay.
And I was watching that interview and I was fucking. And we was drinking the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah.
You was doing the Drink Champs shit before Drink Champs.
Man, I ain't no champ, boy. I was on there wilding. I was bringing Memorial Drive problems to
LA. Well, I'm glad you're in a better space now.
Yeah, I'm
man.
glad I'm here too, man. I feel really good. I advise anybody who's feeling weird about themselves and using substances to control themselves to go find help. That's a message that I push to. Because you're going to feel way better because all that blurriness is going on kind of, I know it feels shitty. When you throwing up and don't know where the fuck you at, I know that shit feel weird.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to go get some help.
Have a clear mind.
Yeah, for sure. It feels way better.
Have a clear mind. Well, look, man, I'm glad you're in a great place. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll hit you when we in the A next week. You feel me?
Yeah, come on. I'll take you out to eat.
Say less. You say food, we there.
Yeah,
we
for
there.
sure.
And I appreciate you again for coming today. 3 projects on the way. Oh, you got a Cal's question? Come on, Cal. Let's do it. Come on.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Cal's Questions. Key, you've been in the game for, we could say, like 10 plus years, probably? 12? Yeah, damn. So, how do you feel? You've seen a lot.
Damn.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
What are your thoughts on like how your career has evolved through all the musical eras? You know, from the blog era, the SoundCloud era, to where we are now. You've managed to stay consistent while putting out high quality bodies of work, sometimes several a year. But yeah, what are your thoughts on how your career has changed and evolved throughout all that?
I think it's just like you said. I'm staying consistent. Like I said, I don't really like to change up the method of doing too much because you're trying to perfect the method, not change it. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to remain doing what I'm doing, which got me to being noticed in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
All you want to do is get to the point where they notice you and stay there. You know, don't do too much extra. Like, don't go get a girlfriend that everybody know. Don't get shot. Don't just stay right there.
People not to get shot. Don't get shot.
Don't do the extra, man. Stay right there with what you got you doing. Like, oh, we like that song. That's where I want to remain at. Not the extras. So,
good answer. Good question, Cal.
my consistency.
All right. Well, like I said, I appreciate you being here, bro. Before we get out of here, let the folks know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let them know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Fat Man Key on everything. Even though they took away my verification on Twitter.
Fuck them.
But Fat Man Key on everything, man. It's nice to meet y'all. Nice to see y'all. See y'all later.
Make sure you go follow him. You already know what it is. On the radar. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, Key on the radar. We out. Bye.